And from then to now, all we've been hearing is Africa retrogressing or just static. We've faced and we're still facing lots of problems, like corruption, a struggling economy, challenges in the education of the girl child, diseases. We are lagging behind the race for development because we lack proper education and empowerment for the young and upcoming generation. Most countries are classed as developed or developing, whilst we are classed as underdeveloped. But one thing I am certain of is that the whole world is but a single country of people with similar abilities. And if we acquire similar education, we will manifest similar outputs. And this brings me to the story of a young girl in my community who was a symbol of child labor. She was neglected, maltreated, and hardly go to school. Living with her aunt, she was later kicked out of the house. And on the streets, where she became vulnerable and exposed to a lot of dangers, she became pregnant. But luckily, someone picked her up, and after a while, she gave birth to a baby girl and was sent back to school. Through school, she went to the university, and now she is one of the best journalists in my country, a mentor, a strong advocate, someone who is passionate about empowering young people. Now, these are the type of people that we are looking for in our generation today. Quality education, I believe, is the answer to moving our continent forward. Most countries can boast of access to education without putting premium on the quality. And so now the question is, of what value is an education without quality? And how can we get quality when we are faced with a lot of problems and inadequacies? Our schools are flooded with untrained and unqualified teachers whom are not even well paid. And this results for them to demand monies from children for grades. Children trek a couple of miles just to go to school on empty stomach. Now, how attentive can they be? So all of these makes the future bleak for Africa. We want an Africa that's just as developed as other continents. And I believe the possibilities are not far-fetched. But with foresight and determination, education and empowerment, it will lead us to an enviable status. We see that its acquisition transforms simple ideas into big and profitable results. Though the world is our enticement, but it is what we do with it in our lifetime that matters. And so how can we leave our mark as a contribution to the furtherance of humanity? It's through wholesome acquisition of education, a quality one though. Now we have 54 countries in our continent, and my big dream and wish is that we have 15 female presidents. Now wouldn't that be lovely? I know some of your minds might be telling you, like, excuse you, short girl, it's not even possible. Well, to answer the question in your mind, it is possible. How? If girls are educated, invest in us. The fight for this is a collective one that must be taken seriously, because it is the catalyst that will bridge the gap between development and the Africa that we want. Education is the preparation that easily finds success. And so I say to our respective governments, provide us with scholarships for all without discrimination. Send us to school. Provide free, basic, compulsory for all children. And that includes orphans and children with disability, because they too have a role to play in moving our continent forward. Quality education, I believe, can create for us the Africa that we want and have always envisaged. And this can only be possible if we are educated. So educate us today to make that change tomorrow. This is the Africa that I want. Thank you.